Good morning. This is the lecture number 2 in the module 2 session. Here also I am going to cover few 3D modeling exercises. So you will be given isometric views. Based on the isometric view, it is required to create the 3D models. Also I told you in the first module 2 first video I told you, when you create any 3D models, the orientation of the model also very important. So how it is given in your drawing, similar drawing, in similar way, you should complete the model, and the orientation should appear in a similar way. So let us start with the first model. In this case, we can make a sketch like this. So if you watched my videos which I created in the module 1, you will be familiar with creating a sketch fully constrained. So all the basics about um, simple sketch and constraints were covered in the module 1. So in the module 3 we will complete more complex sketch and constraint exercises. So let us start. So in this I'm going to make a 2-point rectangle first, which is having 24 by 24 size, and that plane we will select on this plane, that is on the right plane, right? So right click, new component. Then you can turn on the origin for this new component here, so that you will get all the reference planes here. As I told you, so this is the right plane, so we are going to create our sketch on this plane. Right click, create a sketch. Then you can select 2-point rectangle here, 2-point rectangle. Then click the origin, then type the value as 24. Press tab key, again give 24. So we have drawn a square having 24 by 24 size. Then when you look at this drawing, the this side, that is here, you have to make a triangular shape, this angular line, which is having 8 mm from here and 8 mm from here. So draw a line on this face. Don't draw the line when you get a triangular symbol here. So just to draw somewhere here. The sizes are not important now. You can, while dimensioning, you will get the right dimensions. So click the edge and this point here you can give as 8. Similarly, here this line edge and this point here also you can give us 8. So you have to trim the unwanted portions here. So try to do in this way, even though it will work without trimming also. When you learn some other software, this procedure will be beneficial for you if you are learning. So this is our sketch oriented in the right way. So my intention is, directly we can get the sketch orientation by few minimum sketch. That is my intention, right? So now we can extrude. This extrusion height is 30 mm. Select and give 30 mm, and any direction you can give now. It is symmetrical about this axis. So I will tell you some other modeling approaches which you can follow. Right now we are going to make in this way. Now here we need to make a cut. So from here 8 mm is there. So what I am going to do is we will create one more reference geometry here. So construct offset plane, select this plane and give the, now the arrow direction shows downwards, so you have to give the value opposite -8, then OK. So why we are making this reference plane? So directly we can define the dimensions as per the given drawing, right? Create a sketch, then this sketch matches with this edge, so you can draw a rectangle. Simply draw a rectangle here, simply draw a rectangle, then define the dimensions. So from here it is given as 8, from here to this edge, so first we will apply the constraints coincident, this edge and this line coincident, here also this point and this line coincident. Now we can give the dimensions. So from here to here it is 8. Similarly from here to here also it is 8. Then finish sketch. Now we can select this sketch here. If you are unable to select the sketch, what you have to do? You can just turn off the body. Just will try extrude. Okay, it's getting selected, so no issue. If you do not get selected the sketch, I'll explain some other methods later on. So now you can drag this upwards and go here distance all. It is a all through and through cut. So you can select all, then OK. So now the model is ready. You can turn off the origin and save your model, right? So this is our model for this figure. So remember that and also notice, please note one thing, that when you look at our construction model details, all the dimension will be given in the similar way how it is given in the model also. So I'm giving extreme priority to that, so that whenever the drawing get modified, you need to just edit that parameter only without doing any calculation. So we will do the next exercise. Let us do this exercise. So in this, how we are going to proceed is, we are going to make this cross section, then extrude 30 mm, then on this face we'll draw a sketch and uh, make this figure, right? Again right click, new component here, then go and turn on the origin, then on this plane, this right plane here, if you select here you will get the name of the plane here. So otherwise you can see in this way also. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. So this plane will be YZ plane. So you can go here, select YZ plane, right click and create a sketch. So we are going to create a first in this particular exercise I'm going to create a 2-point rectangle and making line and trim the unwanted portions, right? So select this rectangle, click the origin point and give the value as 24, press tab key and give the value as 24. So you can see that it is fully constrained now. Now we have to draw this line we will draw here, one line here and another one here, then give the value as, here to here it is 8, here to here it is 8 again, Then we will trim the unwanted portions. Trim, you can press T also as your short key. Finish sketch. Then this height also 30 mm, you can extrude 30 mm. 30 mm. So now here there is a angular portion here. So what I am going to do is, you can select this face. You can select this plane also, because we have started our sketching plane and extruded forward. Select this, create a sketch. Then this corner and this corner is matching, so you can draw a line this corner to this corner. Even though it will work like a closed sketch, I prefer to close this edge. Either you can draw lines from here to this point, or another method is there. You can take the help of this uh, model relations, that is, go to create, then project include is there. You can see there is an option called project. If you just press the short key as P also, you will get the command active. So go here and select this edge and also this edge. See, it is showing the face also. If you select face also, no issue, the entire face will get selected. So in this particular exercise, we need only these two edges. Then one selected, two selected, you can see here, two selected, then OK. So you can see that there are two lines also got selected. Now whenever, as I told you, whenever you click the home button here, it should appear in the original direction. Now select this, then give this in this direction. You can drag like this, and the value is 8 mm. So you can give here minus 8 point minus 8.00 mm, then OK. So this is our second exercise today. We will complete the third exercise and fourth exercise now itself. So let us go ahead with the third exercise. So again, if you look at this figure, again you can see the similar kind of figure, 24 by 24, and here this is dimension is given from here. So how to proceed this? If my intention is to maintain same dimensions as per the given figure, so we will draw like this. So this dimension, we will just construct a geometry here. Okay, so I got select this, right click, new component, then expand this, turn on the origin here, then select this plane, right click, create a sketch. Then as you can draw a rectangle of 24, press tab key, 24, enter. Then you can draw two lines. So you have drawn two lines. So what I am going to do is, I am going to add another one more line here. Simply you draw one more line, right? So then this you have to make it as a construction line. So select this line, press X, then click on the screen. After pressing X, you can see there will be a blue mark appeared here. To remove this, you once again click on the screen. Now you can give this value as, here this is 16, and from here we will give the dimension as 8. So to make the dimension, appear the dimension in similar way how it is given in the drawing. There is no other intention. You can directly calculate and give the value. It's not a problem here. Anyway, we will learn something. If you all do all these exercises, you will be familiar with different methods. So this 30 mm extrusion. So sorry, one change is that here it is 10 mm. So how to edit that one? You can go here, select the sketch, right click, edit sketch, then go and change from here 10, enter, finish sketch, then extrude. This is 30 mm. And now again look at the figure here. Here there is one more small rectangle which is extruded up to this space, that is this distance. Here it is 20 mm. So on this face you can right click, create a sketch. So draw a rectangle like this. Don't give any dimension right now. Then use this constraint coincident this point and this point here. Then you can give this value as from here to here it is 8, and from this corner point to this edge it is 20. Then finish sketch. Now we have to extrude this object up to this face. So you can select this extrude, select the sketch, then you can go here. Here there is an option called to object. In the extrude extended, instead of distance you can select to object and select this face. So you can see that this particular extrusion will go up to this face. So if you modify the model, automatically this relation will work. Then okay, join, then okay. So this is our third exercise. Let us do one more exercise, that is the fourth one. Fourth one is which one? So this is our fourth exercise. So here also this one, where is this 10? So this height is 25 and this is 20 and 11 plus 14. This also 25. So how we can proceed this? So I think let us we will start from here 11, 10, 14, and then in the top line we will start. Let us start first, then we will get the idea. 30, here 14, 10, 11. This dimension is not given, we have to calculate and find out. 30. This height also okay. So here it is given. So what we will do, we'll make this portion first, then extrude 30. So this dimension we know 11 and 14. So right click, new component, turn on the origin, then on this face right click, create a sketch. Um, So let us do in this way. We'll draw a rectangle of 15, 50. So draw a rectangle 15, press tab key. So directly give 25. So because some problem is there with their drawing. So this, in this case, if they modify any dimension, you have to. Otherwise, what you can do is you can split the dimension into two. That is here 114 you have to give, another 11 you have to give. So you may have to create a new point. Okay. Otherwise, we'll know. Anyway, our intention is to maintain. So go here, create point. You just create some point somewhere here. Somewhere you create a point. Then D. So from here to here it is 14, and from here to this point again 11. So we have used our same intention. This side it is 11 and this side it is 14. So this is 11 and this is 14. Finish sketch. Now the extrusion height is given. How much is that? 30. So extrude 30, 30. So that is done. Now we have to make the cut. So a small rectangle, 7 from here, 14 from here. So draw a rectangle. I think that 11 and 14 is having no use for us. Otherwise, we have to relate it. 7. And how to relate it? There is a way. There is a way. So I'll explain that one first. So when you go here, edit sketch. So here it is 11. So where it is given in our drawing. So 14 is given. So we are going to give 11 here. So if you check this dimension, bring here, it is D13, D3. So what we will do, we'll give the same dimension D3 here also. D3 for this, D3. So how to do that? Uh, finish sketch, finish sketch. Then you can go and edit the sketch here. Then when you give this dimension here, so this you give, just bring here and type D3. So you can see that this is related. Now finish sketch, and the depth is 10. Extrude. Select this and give the value as -10. And here we have to make again some. This is 16 by 16, 7 and 10. Extrusion height is 10. So on this face, right click, create sketch. So here there is a rectangle, 16. Press tab key, give the value also 16. Then this is our x direction, this is our y direction. So in this is our x, this is our y. So from y 7 and from x 10. So from the y direction, this is 7, and from the x direction, this is 10. then trim the unwanted portion, trim these two, finish sketch, then extrude 10, extrude, select the figure and give the value as 10. So only this is unnecessarily I made some confusion for maintaining this dimension. You can just calculate and give the dimension, but another advantage is that if you modify the first sketch, if you edit, say instead of this 11, if you modify the value something else, automatically the this value also will get the entire model also will get edited. You can check that. So this is the end of the this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.